We've all heard the stories. Now there's statistical evidence to show that violence in schools is a problem. On Thursday, social work PhD candidate Lisa Jagger-North presented the findings of a study which sought to determine whether family functioning was a risk factor for violence among secondary school students. The study found that students were exposed to a high rate of violence both at school and within the family environment. No relationship was found between family structure and violence. However, exposure to violence in the home, parenting practices, and family interactions were significantly associated. Ms. Jagger-North discussed some of the findings with Nation News.
There were some studies that showed that if you didn't come from a nuclear family, it was really, in some studies, it was described as being dysfunctional. But I don't think that is applicable here because a lot of our families are single parent and extended families, and a lot of those children from those types of families have gone on to pursue a secondary education, employment, and they're living their lives in a way that is meaningful for them. So I don't necessarily see that as relevant or relative to our situation here in Barbados. So I thought that was a good find. I also thought that interesting was that the girls perpetrated the softer forms of violence, even though that may be changing. But what the study did find is that girls use more like verbal abuse and that type of bullying to some extent, where the fellas engage more in the physical forms, more fighting with weapons and fighting, physical fighting. Those areas seem to have been the preferred response in relation to violence than the girls.